Welcome in, I'm Stacy. I know very little about steampunk, but I know what I like to build, and this set is another terrific FunWhole build from start to finish. Along with others, the FunWhole Steampunk Bridge pulls inspiration from the Tower Bridge in London, and with the exposed gears, pipes, and drawbridge and some clever lighting, FunWhole has left no doubt that this set belongs to the steampunk era. Thank you to FunWhole for sending this set along so we could share with all of you. The Steampunk City Bridge is set number F9047. It contains FunWhole's largest piece count at a whopping 3,170 LEGO compatible pieces. Once again, FunWhole said no to stickers and delivered all printed pieces. There are 27 magnificent points of light and 9 true to theme minifigs. As you can see, this set is very large. This set measures 56 centimeters in height, 83 centimeters long, and 17 centimeters wide, and retails for $274.99 Canadian. The Steampunk Bridge is part of the FunWhole Steampunk World Series that contains sets like the Steampunk Ore Train and the Trading Center. And now it's time for the shameless plug. We want to make sure you all know that you can save 10% across FunWhole site using our code SheClicksBricks. And make sure to check the description in this video for any offers or promotions, because anything FunWhole sends our way, we want to send your way. FunWhole often offers up huge savings with new releases. Due to the size of this, I'm actually going to come around to the other side so we can take a look at the front of the bridge and some of the details in these towers. We'll start on this side over here as we have a point of light right here on the end. This actually does move, but I have it kind of aimed at the tower. We've got the water here all the way across the bottom. We've got some tubing here, nice and flexible. Got another point of light down here that goes all the way up the tower. Look at these details, the windows, the gears, the exposed steam pipes. Very, very cool. In this part here, we have our controls. You can see it's all like manual controls and some printed pieces in there so you know exactly what it is. And you can see the red and blue lights. And they actually take turns flashing. They're almost like a breathing light each. Pretty neat. There we go. There's the red. So more gears. We've got another light here. We've got a light inside. We've got another light at the top. Some of this architecture is very cool. Like you can move these pieces. It's pretty simple that it just is these pieces on an angle together to make an arch. Same with these. These aren't connected. They just fold down underneath. And same with these. But the architecture is beautiful. Taking a closer look at the bridge, we've got this tubing here, clear tubing. If you can see at the bottom, there's a light there. So there's a light and then the cone piece. And initially when I was building, I thought it was pretty neat that there was almost like spotlights because the cone is covering it. And I got really excited when I saw the tubing go in there because it actually makes the tubing glow a little bit. All this architecture work underneath the bridge. And then on top of the bridge, you can see all of the studs and the fencing there. Love the studs because I think that's a great place to put the minifigs for displaying. We've got the printed piece with the bridge and the light that shines down on it. Really nice. And then over here we have the other tower, which is similar to the other in structure, but there's different details. We've got more gears, this chain that goes around. We've got a light up here, another light here. There's a light. I don't think there's a light inside there, actually. You can just see on the other sides. But more archways, more gears down here, more windows and gears. They all move. They don't necessarily do anything, but they do all move. It's pretty neat. These gears down here are all connected. Another point of light. Another point of light over here. Really neat. So many details. So now to show the other side, and this might also give you some idea of the size. It actually hangs off this table when I spin it around. So this is the other side of the bridge, and we'll do the same thing, take a closer look at the towers, because like I said, the architecture is pretty similar, but even each side of the towers is different. So most of the points of light on this side match the other side as well, like we have here. And then we have a connector box. So there's full of 4 wires. We've got more gears. Again, these all move as well. This one moves. Some lights, some more gears, archways, and a nice clock here that actually moves as well. And a light shining bright on it. And then we've got another light here at the top. Our walkway on the top of the bridge, pretty much the same as the other side. There is just one less fencing piece, or one more fencing piece over here, because on the back side is for the light. Our tubing and our architecture continues. And then we've got our other tower. So we've got a light at the top. Again, more gears, more lights. You can probably see the control area better from this side, and get in there and see those printed pieces. See those lights. And then we've got some more exposed steam pipes and some more windows and our other point of light. They did really well with the symmetry of this, but there's still nice differences to make it very detailed. So this set does have some playability. Let's take a look and see if this bridge works. You can see on the front there's 2 knobs, one on each side. They're also on this side so that you can open the drawbridge from either side you are on. So you turn the knobs towards you and they will open the drawbridge. There we go, they're all the way up. See underneath we've got a blue light, and that reflects off of this. So it looks like it's reflecting off the water, which is very neat. You can see under here that there is some Technic, and then these are built separately and just placed on these flat pieces here. Turn them the opposite way and they will go down. This one on the left does sit a little bit on top of this one, so you do have to do this one first when you're raising them. So we do have on either side of this bridge, we do have these gates, and each one of them has stop on them, and they are on a little Technic piece at the end, so they go up and down. Kind of cool. Before we go any further, I feel like you're probably a little anxious to see this with the lights off, so let's take a look. Just take a quick look. It looks so nice. Starting at the bottom here, how you could see the light reflecting off the water pieces. It is only on one side, but I think it gives off a nice reflection of the blue. We've got, you could see the bridge is lit up itself, and these little towers here are built up, and they're very well placed within the tower itself. Every section has its own light. I like at the very top, it's an amber light instead of a white light. Looks good. And there's our red and blue flashing lights. They go very slowly, but they look good. The light above this sign is really nice and bright for such a small light. And then on this side, we've got the pieces of the tower lit up as well. So many lights in this set. Really, really fun to do them all. There are some different things with this lighting that you don't see in every set that I wanted to show. We've got 2 of these because there are so many lights. One on each side so that we can light up everything through the towers. But we also have these tubes. So these tubes actually have a slit through them that you can just feed the wire right through. So that is actually on both sides. Harder or easier than it sounds for sure. The directions are really good. And like I said, there's just a slit all the way down it and the wire fits through. Also, this is a wire or tubing as well that is blue. So it blends right into the blue plates, and then it's clipped on. so that it doesn't just hang off. Really nicely tied up there. Our battery box is here under this side of the bridge. It does have a USB, which is fabulous. You can run it through this battery box, or you can run it through a battery bank. The battery box takes 3 AA batteries. They really did well with this one. The switch is right here on the end of the battery box, so it's easily accessible, and it fits perfect under this spot of the bridge, so it's not right in your face. It's, you know, well disguised. The lighting overall in this set is amazing. It's a big set, and when you just look at it and see the amount of lights, it can be intimidating, but as usual with FunWhole, the instructions are so great. It doesn't feel overwhelming at all. It was a joy to build. There are 9 very well themed minifigs with this set. I don't know if that's the most minifigs for a FunWhole set, but it's definitely the most for me with FunWhole. We've got some, it looks like some citizens, police officer, people that actually work on the bridge. Outfits, very well done. Their hair is very good. Their hats fit on very well. I really like some of the, that you can really tell it's for the era. I really like that. The one thing I'm disappointed though is there's only one female minifig. So that's kind of interesting. But I do like her skirt. She comes with the skirt, or you can not put it on and she has black pants. But of course, I want to put it on. The skirt as well, it's shiny on one side and kind of a felt on the other side. So you can put it on whichever way you want. Take a look at the back of the minifigs so we can see that their outfits go right through to the back, and their hair looks good, their hats look good, their arms. Really cool that there's actually 9 of them. Like I said, they do fit on the top of the bridge with lots of studs, so you can display them all. Our box, also a good size box for this big set. We've got our FunWhole Delight Day and Night, our set number of pieces, and a beautiful picture of this set on the front. On the side, we've got our 9 minifigs that come with this set. And on the back, we have what we have so far for the Steampunk series. You can definitely see the bridge compared to the other pieces. That train station, really good size comparison there. So we have 2 instruction manuals with this set. They are numbered 1 and 2, and they both have QR codes on the front of them in case you want to use PDF instructions instead of the books. Both the same picture, nice picture, same as the box. I'm going to start with book 2 to show you, because there's something at the very end of this book that I really want to point out when you're doing this build. At the very back, it shows you that you can rotate those knobs to open the bridge, and it's very specific with how you rotate them. And you can see here, you don't often see written language in the instructions, and this is written out in bold on purpose, that you need to make sure that you turn the knobs the right way in order to open the drawbridge, because if you don't, you will have some issues with the Technic. And in the first book, we have a nice picture of a couple of the minifigs in the control area. You could see some of the lights and the printed pieces. We have the inspiration. I highly recommend reading the inspiration, especially if you're not familiar with steampunk. It gives you a good background on that. We've got our battery box, and you can see it takes 3 AA batteries. We got our lights that come with this set. There's actually 4 bags of lights. And this is part of the first bag that you can see that we're building this box here with a gear in it. And then we're going to add this piece with a pin and a gear. This is the piece that if you don't turn the bridge, rotate the bridge knobs the right way, that this pin will back out and this gear will fall off. So you need to be careful with that. You can see here, this is the actual bridge here itself. It tells you many times throughout the build which way to rotate those. Really good instructions, really specific. The lights, they even number them for you in the book, so you know exactly how you should have the strings of lights. And it's just so well detailed. I never have any problems with these instructions. Some things to point out about this build. The plates that are used for the water, I find that I have a hard time keeping them to stay flat. especially when I was building and having to move things around. The end pieces, not so much, but the middle pieces, for whatever reason, maybe they're supposed to use a kind of like a ripple effect, not sure. The drawbridge itself and the Technic. These knobs are controlled by the Technic underneath the roadway here, and it's literally in the first bag of building. So if you overturn these and don't follow the instructions with which way to turn them, the pins will back out and the gear inside will fall off. It is fixable, but again, it's under here, so you have to take all of this apart and lift up this base piece a little bit to get it. So you don't want to put yourself in that position. We've become accustomed and very comfortable with prices for FunWhole, and this set is the most expensive set I've seen. Now, granted, it is the largest and the most points of lights, 27, but $275 Canadian is certainly a higher price than we've become used to, and I can see how it may scare some people away, but the sheer size of it, it is so big. That's a great thing for some people, but you do need to make sure you have space for building and space for displaying. We are already working on a new shelf for this one. Now, I said the Steampunk City Bridge was pretty big, so size comparison time. Brought in the Titanic so you could take a look. We've got the Titanic lined up right from the back, both of them. And you can see. And then the height of the Titanic and the bridge. Hopefully that gives you a good size comparison so you can tell just how big this is. The aesthetics, like I said, I am new to steampunk, but this really fits the theme. So intriguing. You could just picture it with that London fog coming over it and the lights shining through it. I've really enjoyed any architecture sets I've done, and this is just on a much larger scale. The brick quality in this set is excellent. The instructions are very good. Printed pieces, not that many, but they are very well done as well. The lights, there are so many points of light in this set, and they're so well placed within the tower. There was many great techniques in this architecture, and adding the lights to that architecture, just fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.